Hi, I'm Sarah, shamanic guide, healer, waysher. We're all just walking each other home. Today I thought I'd like to share a story with you based on a true story of a girl who was frightened of snakes and how the medicine of mouse saw her, showed her the wisdom that snakes were offering. So from a shamanic point of view, encounters like this are always valid, are always medicine, and it's just a case of sitting down and sitting with the medicine and allowing what comes up to inspire you. So if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, hit that like button, it all helps, and share it with people that you think might be interested in the work that I do. I'm very grateful. So, here's the story. The Girl, the Mouse and the Serpent's Gift. Once there was a girl who was afraid of snakes. She didn't know why at first, only that the sight of one would send her breath into hiding and make her bones feel like hollow reeds. It wasn't the snake themselves, perhaps, but the way they moved, silent, sudden, too sure of themselves, too ancient, too knowing. But she built walls around this fear. She stepped lightly in tall grass. She held her breath when dreams grew slithery. And that seemed enough, until one morning when the forest called her name. She followed the whispering trees to a clearing. She'd never been there before. The sun barely touched it, as if it too knew it was holding its breath. And in the centre, on a large stone, lay a thing like silver lace, the shed skin of a serpent. The girl froze, her fear woke up, sharp and old. But something else stirred too. A tug behind her ribs, perhaps. A curiosity, a reverence even. This was not a live snake, but a ghost of one, empty, harmless, yet full of meaning. She stepped forward slowly and knelt before it. The fear was still there, but softer now, edged with wonder. Then came the sound, the tiniest rustle. From beneath the grass a little mouse emerged, brown, plain, so easy to miss. The girl held still, but the mouse didn't seem to see her. It went straight to the snakeskin, sniffed it, and then began to nibble. Bit by bit it chewed the dry scales. Not with violence, just with hunger. It ate what the snake had left behind. The girl watched, heart caught between awe and disbelief. How could this be? A mouse? Eating a snake skin? The one who had always run from the serpent was now feeding on it? Not the living threat, just the shell. And in that moment something shifted inside her. The fear wasn't alive anymore, just its echo. And even that echo could become nourishment. The mouse paused and looked up at her. Its eyes were bright as stars in puddles, and though it did not speak, she heard the words anyway. What is small in you is not weak. What is quiet still has power, it squeaked. Then the ground beneath the stone warmed. The girl looked down, and from the forest edge came a serpent, slow and gleaming. Its body a ribbon of sun and shadow. She stiffened, but it did not strike. It coiled beside the stone, calm as an elder returning home. It glanced at its old skin, and then at the girl. Not with blame, not with hunger, with wisdom. The girl didn't run. Instead, she met its eyes and whispered, "I thought you were my fear." The snake flicked its tongue and said, not with voice, but with presence, "I was, but I left that part of me behind, so can you." Then the mouse and the snake turned to face each other. There was no battle, only a pause, a recognition. The girl saw them for what they were, parts of herself. The watchful one, the cautious one, the quiet consumer of shadows, and the one who could grow and shed again and again. Never the same, never gone. The two beings began to glow. Light swirled around them, gold and earth and starlight, and that light entered her chest, warm and steady. She was no longer afraid. She was still small in some ways, yes, but small did not mean powerless. Quiet did not mean weak. The fear had fled her now. The old skin had become medicine. When she finally stood, the forest bowed in the wind, and though she left the clearing, she carried the snake's gift and the mouse's wisdom in her bones. She would never fear herself again. And that is the story of how we can interpret animals' spirit wisdom, power animals. And sometimes, encounters with animals don't mean anything at all, but often as not, if somehow they touch you in a way like this girl was touched by the fact that she found a snake skin and she knew it had some relevance, and then she found that the mouse had eaten the snake skin when she had put it where she thought was somewhere safe, has great relevance. And maybe now her fear of snakes is gone because they have passed on their meaning and their medicine for her. So if you have an animal encounter that you feel is that resonates with you in some way and you'd like it explained, do give me a call. Do send me an email. I'd be happy to interpret it for you. Ciao for now.